I want to look at what the difference is between countable and uncountable nouns. Knowing this difference is not something we get tested on in everyday life, but the GMAT Yes is going to test you on this. And knowing this difference can make a potentially difficult sentence correction problem a lot easier. So take a moment to look at these different nouns. Let me know if you think they are countable or uncountable. Okay, so with all these nouns that I have here, the only two that are countable are responsibilities and pencils. All these other words, all these other nouns are uncountable, and that includes money and time. A lot of people, especially native English speakers, can't believe that money and time are uncountable, but they are. We can't count money or time. What we could count, though, would be dollars, pesos, or minutes, for example, right? So how do I know whether a noun is countable or uncountable? A really simple test that I find is easy to do is ask yourself, do you say how many or how much for each noun? So do I say how many pencils or how much pencils? Do I say how much money or do I say how many money? So this makes it really easy to identify if a noun is countable or uncountable. And the reason we want to do this is because there are certain words that we have to use with countable nouns, and there are certain words we have to use with uncountable nouns. And here's that list of words. Basically, this entire list here that I have, I call them alert words because whenever I see them, I immediately think to myself, I think I'm getting tested on countable or uncountable nouns. I check to see what these alert words are referring to. What's the noun that they refer to? And I make sure that if I have a countable word like many, it must refer to a countable noun. If I have an uncountable word, it must refer to one of these uncountable alert words. And doing this and making sure that I notice these words in the middle of a sentence correction problem and checking for this makes my life a whole lot easier. It can turn a difficult sentence correction problem into one that becomes a lot easier.